So, welcome everyone on the show of Inspiration Talk Show. Why it is the name of inspiration? Because inspiration is everywhere, and there are the people who actually motivate us. They do something different, create their identity, which I always says, "Meri pehchan." So, in today's episode, also thought to call someone who has created the image of a different image of him, and from a vulnerable childhood he grew as a life converted into a life coach. His journey full of experience that shaped him as a person that a degree or college can never teach. So real life experience you will able to hear from the guest, Mr. Deepanshu Lohia. He has an 18 years of experience working with professionals and corporates in the roles of business development, corporate trainer, learning and development. And now he's working as a life coach, and also he's a certified NLP practitioner. So we will learn so many of things of NLP also might be. He will teach us, he can teach us one of the therapy of NLP, which we can use in our daily life. He's a life coach. Along with that, he's a L&D specialist also. So, Dipanshu ji, welcome. Can you please come on a video on mode so that we can have you on our platform? So,
Absolutely. Thank you
so
so
very good
much.
evening.
Good evening to you and to everybody.
So, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for accepting the request to join this platform and giving me that opportunity to matlab, give you an opportunity. Is it is for me as an opportunity to have you as a guest on my talk show? So thank you so much.
Well, it is a pleasure at my end as well. Thank you so much for calling me. And you invited me to share a bit of my experiences, my journey. I'll definitely give my best to it and would like to share things which enabled me as an individual who I am today. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much. So can we start the conversation now with your permission?
I'm at your disposal, please.
So with this chilly weather, where in Delhi we are and UP we are sitting in a very chilly weather. So let's have some hot questions in this chilly weather, which help you to which help me and my audience also to know about more about you. So that's why let's. My first question is a real time a coffee hot coffee type of a question. So one is. Before the world saw you as a coach, Dipanshu, who were you really from inside?
All right. So before the world saw me, who was I? Okay. So I would say I was a very, very emotional person who never knew how to manage emotions, and somebody who came from a background of, uh, you know, of uh, of an individual who never got so much of exposure in life. Um, Somebody who had a lot of failures, a lot of emotional moments in lives, the loss of a very dear person who happened to be my mother in a very early age. So my childhood went very vulnerable in that case, and that is how I grew up. So when the world started seeing me, I was so casual. I was also arrogant in a couple of moments because I always lacked that acknowledgement, that appreciation, which I deserved. Okay, and that is how I grew. But then eventually, I would say in 2008 and 9, I, with the grace of God, got an opportunity to work with a very renowned international BPO.
Okay.
Before that, I was working for a domestic one and was into some other jobs for a couple of years. But it was the first big breakthrough, I would say, in 2008 as a professional, which shaped me. And that was the time I remember my colleagues who are still in touch with me. Some of them are good friends of mine now. They they always saw that nobody saw. Okay, they always acknowledged that nobody acknowledged ever in me. And that was the moment when my potential started coming out. Why? Because people started seeing me. I share one very interesting experience with you. I was a salesperson there in that BPO, and my job
Okay.
was to manage the domestic as well as the international clients. Okay, um, the training team of that BPO, fantastic team, fantastic trainers. They, I remember I was chatting one evening with one of our very senior trainers, and she said that you definitely have that potential, and I want to see you to becoming a trainer in the coming times. That was the time the seed in my mind.
The
She
trainer wala seed entered into
that's
your mind. Ah, great.
that's right, that's right. So I would say so those years, 2008, 9, 10 was the time when when I myself didn't know much about me, and people started acknowledging me and started seeing my potential. So
Oh.
I hope this answers to what you asked me.
Yes, and I'm really shocked to see we are very much resonated now. Now, our story is little bit resonates. Why I'm saying it's resonate because
Mhm.
I also entered into the training field after sales in 2010. Nine,
Okay.
somebody forced me,
Mhm.
"Ki, why don't you join in our training team?" And I said, I'm very much happy in sales. I'm earning good. Why should I go and opt in a training? I don't want to. But the way I explained the concept, because I'm still in insurance, so I started my journey in insurance in 2004, and they feel like I'm explaining the concept to others, to my team member very easily in a very simple way. So
Okay.
my boss said, why don't you come into that and go to the training? And the trainer is saying, "Ki, you were explaining in the class very well in a very simple method, so I think you can try it." I said, oh no, I don't want to. But somehow they pushed me to in 2010 to be a trainer, so I also converted from a salesperson to a trainer. So
Okay.
I was managing that both things, sales and training, both that time. But yes, this is where, when, as you rightly said, the spark, when others see which we are not able to see, so
Yeah.
something else we create for our lives. So that's true. It's
True.
a great journey you have, and very much connected to me even.
I'm also glad to know this. I also didn't know this part of you before. And you see what beautiful happens during this period when people so when we are at a young age, when we are a new professional into the professional world, we ourselves are yet to explore our potential. We ourselves are
Correct.
yet to explore our strengths in many areas. Okay. And then there are some people whom we always have to be grateful. They see that spark in us, they identify that potential in us, and they acknowledge that. And by the grace of God, these are the moments which create, that motivation in us and help us to see our true potential to grow.
Correct. So thank you so much
Wonderful.
for sharing this. It's a great connection we both have. So that's why I might be here as a guest and as a host here.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Dipanshu, my second question is also is like,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure everybody has gone through with the moments
Mm.
which where we felt very heavy,
Mhm.
and still we don't stop.
Mhm.
Something is there which says, "Ki, nahi yaar, I'm meant for something more, not only this."
Yeah.
So, can you please share a moment in your life where you feel like, from sales to training and then training to now a coach, I'm
Mhm.
sure there is something inside which whispered
Okay.
that you are meant for something more.
Mm. Right. Absolutely. I would say not one, but in my journey so far, there have been multiple incidents like that, which actually felt really, really heavy. But to answer to your question, I give you two experiences of my life. One was from 2006. I know that you and many people, I mean, most of the people do not know this part of my life. In 2006, I was working as a fourth class worker at Indian Air Force headquarters, Central Secretariat. Okay.
Oh,
My job was to clean the offices, clean the toilets, etc. It was definitely a third party role. I was not a permanent employee there. And why did I choose this? Because I didn't have anything else, and I wanted to support my family financially. We were going through a very tough time those days. Um, in 2005, I flew to Chennai to manage a project, and see in 2006 how the life changed. I I was cleaning the toilets. I was cleaning the offices of Indian Air Force, right? So one incident happened that time, which actually I realized that I really felt so heavy, and I realized this is not me. This is not I'm meant for, and I will not stop here. So one incident happened there. I trespassed by mistake. It was mistakenly, and the guard caught me. And definitely his duty was to stop anyone. It was Indian Air Force headquarters. So I had to face a lot of humiliation. He caught me from my collar and abused me, humiliated me. He was performing his duty, right? So that was one moment I knew I'm not at all made for it. I just worked there for 2.5 months in that particular job. So that was one moment. And then later on, I happened to work with a couple of bosses who were abusive by language. You know, if things were not working out, then no feedback, nothing, but then humiliation, disrespect, even verbal abuses. So, uh, so in definitely in corporate jobs as well, there have been incidents where I realized that this is heavy now. I'm not meant for this, and I have to get out of it. And those moments again gave me fuel to grow, to again kept going and sharpening my competencies and grow as a professional.
great. And really, it's a story which you shared, the 2.5 month story. I'm sure that was not very easy for you because, yes, we always try to give support financially to our family, and somehow, whatever comes, we do.
Yeah.
And everyone has a different story, and everyone try to give the whole comfort to the family when it comes the name of the family. And the second one you said ki yes, I also seen matlab, as being a part of a corporate life,
Mhm.
yes, sometimes it happened, some bosses support manage the team as a leader and some bosses manage the team as a manager.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
there is the difference between a manager and leader. That's why everybody wanted to share, and everybody is sharing in many of the platforms. Why? What is the difference between?
Yeah.
And when this happened in corporate life, so yes, you from inside there is a voice which always say you're meant for you more. So
Mm.
yes, it's a real time experience for I'm sure most of the salespersons
Yeah.
where they are into might be in this life. So
Mm. True.
राइट सो
Absolutely.
मतलब ये बहुत कॉमन है, इट्स वेरी कॉमन. somebody says कि
हाँ
नहीं ये
जी.
तो बॉस का तरीका है बात करने का, somebody take it in a heart, somebody says
Yeah.
ठीक है ना बॉस बोलता है तो बोलने दो. It all depends, but there are the people who feels like नहीं यार, when I'm doing good people are
Mm.
appreciating, when I'm not able to they
Yeah.
are not asking me for problem, they are asking for the solutions only. So
That's right.
then I
Yes.
am sure you feel like I'm meant for more.
Indeed, indeed, exactly. And then how these experiences shaped me, Meenaji, just to conclude this point, that because I went through all this, so I ensured in 2010 was the very first time when I started managing a team of 11 people,
Mm.
right? So I always ensured that I will never be a boss like that, who
Mm.
who at any point in time, no matter what, can humiliate anyone, can disrespect anyone. That is why people who were there uh, as my team members in those years are still in touch with me. In fact, one of them I happened to coach her a few months ago as a life
Oh,
coach and
okay.
prepared her for her interviews. So see, that's how life shaped us, right? So what we go through and we learn from it and we ensure that the good part we'll keep with us and the bad part we'll never transfer to others.
That's why I
Yeah.
always says ki, whatever you have experience of your life experience you have, please do
Ji.
share with others. Might be somebody is struggling. And recent my post us on that only ki
Yeah.
somebody might be struggling on something and might be your story get connected and usko koi solution mil jaye, or somebody might be you are able to save someone's life with your real time story. So I always try to post real time stories. So
Ji.
yes, our experience has to be shared with others. So and that's a very good part ki once you come as a handling as a team leader, so you become a leader actually, not a manager. So it's a really good part. And two things I'm really amazed to know about you. One is that 2.5 months of your
Mm.
cleaning job, which was nowhere, no one can matlab, think of, assume to can make a picture of it. All
Yeah.
right. And the second thing, which is whenever I we had a discussion and in our coaching meetings and other meetings also,
Ji.
I felt one thing when you said na ki I was in a BPO. So I just now understand to you why your the modulation of your voice is totally different.
Ah, that's right. Yes, you got it right. You got it right.
Because I have worked with some of the people who worked with some BPOs.
Ji.
So matlab when I talk to them na, so I feel like iska jo voice modulation hai na, why it is totally different than me. Because simple, I am also a simple middle class family, Hindi school, government school में पढ़े हुए बच्चे.
Ji.
And slowly and gradually when entered into the corporate life and people say कि नहीं, Hindi is not only मतलब sufficient to work for, so you need to know. So I started learning reading ये वो करने के बाद I try to well, ठीक है, but still I feel जब मैं बोलूंगी तो हिंदी में ही बोलूंगी, क्योंकि मुझे मेरी दिल से आवाज जो आती है वो वैसे ही आती है. So when you express your emotions, I always try
Okay.
to share my emotions in Hindi only.
Mm,
So
mhm.
that's what I understand, because your voice modulation is, that's why you like this, because you worked in an international BPO even.
Ji.
And glad the learning you learned during this life experience of an as a manager or as a leader, the difference you learned this experience, even you
Ji.
are coaching to the people on this, it's a great learning for all of us. So thank you for sharing this. And one uh, question which now connected to this is coming again,
Mhm,
ki, mm, uh, most of the people, because there is behind so many of things we have.
mhm,
Now you have already said ki yes, I meant for more. So we got to know ki yes, you have a strength to manage your emotions, you have
mhm.
a strength to come back, but is any weakness did you have, which actually you want to embrace it?
Okay. Well, uh, actually, yeah, definitely. We all have a lot of areas of improvement, no matter at what age of life we are. And if I talk about that, what weaknesses I overcame and improved myself. One of them I would say definitely is emotional awareness and emotional management. Okay? And I thank my mentor Ashok Subramanian on this, whom under whom I went through the NLP certification. Uh, he is, a life changer for me. He transformed me completely. As I said, because coming from a very vulnerable background, there was hardly anyone who could understand my emotions ever, who could sympathize with me, empathize with me during my childhood, during my teenage, and even during the initial years of my professional career. But he's the one. So that is the beauty of NLP, and that is the beauty of Ashok as an individual, as a coach, as a mentor. When I was doing the NLP certification under him, you picked one thing very beautifully, that my voice modulation, right? I would
Mm,
say I also had um adapted an international accent, which was not at all required in our society. Okay? And when I was going through my certification in NLP, the very first thing he broke uh, in me is my accent. He grilled me so much that I realized, oh man, actually I've been doing a lot of mistake. It has been years that I left the BPO, and why am I still following this accent? I'm no more speaking with the Britishers or the Americans. Why am I still following it? Why it was and how it was impacting me, the accent, it was not enabling me to build rapport with people. Yeah, because then people used to take me as somebody who has come from a different planet. And many of them, in fact, commented that, why are you talking like this? Are you not from India? Yeah, so emotionally, I could never connect with people. Yeah,
mm.
and yeah, so I was talking about how Ashok transformed me. So he taught me how to be aware of your emotional state.
Mm.
Yeah, NLP, which brings a lot of clarity in you, and emotional awareness and management is one of those things.
Can you share one example other than your accent?
Okay, sure. So I was I was arrogant. People used to trigger me. I used to get triggered a lot uh, on even small things, and I never knew that how to respond. But NLP brought, stillness, calmness in me. It helped me to identify that every time, in fact, most of the times, it is not at all required to react. So the difference between response and reaction, very
Mm,
deeply connected to my life experiences, NLP taught me. Ashok taught me.
mm.
And
Great.
that is how the transformation started happening in me. If you would have met Dipanshu, say, 10 years ago, Dipanshu was not like that. A
Uh,
very arrogant, somebody who would think that it is my way or highway. Yeah.
okay,
And there
great.
was a big reason behind it, because somebody who never got that platform
Platform.
suddenly got that platform, started getting appreciations, acknowledgements. So I was on a different cloud nine. Yeah. So it was natural for me to become a person like that. But
Mm,
then, as I said, thanks to Ashok, thanks to LLP, that showed me what I am from inside, helped me to be what is required, and helped me to come onto the ground.
great. So there is one question connected to this.
Mhm,
I always believe, and because from childhood I have seen boys always parents now when they have a boy
mhm.
they feel so happy. Society give them the so much of a happiness and मतलब like कुछ अच्छा ऐसा हो गया है कि पता नहीं उससे अच्छा कुछ होगा ही नहीं when the birth of a boy has happened in the family,
हाँ जी.
right? So now the second part is I have seen in my life वो वहीं तक ही अच्छा होता
Mm,
because उसके बाद ना boys don't get the freedom to share their emotions. Why?
mm,
Because whenever they try to share their emotions and
mhm.
whenever they need someone's shoulder, might be for a father or a mother, father and a mother has a both have a same statements which I have heard. लड़का है रोने का नहीं है. So that emotional feeling, how मतलब why it is not there for the males, why it is only for the females or a girls or not for the boys? Because I've seen लड़की गिर जाए ना अगर कहीं तो उसको पापा या मम्मी गोदी में उठा के बेटा बेटा करते हैं. बेटा गिर जाए कुछ नहीं हुआ है तेरे को
Mm.
और तू ठीक से रहेगा तो तेरे को रोना नहीं है क्योंकि लड़के रोते नहीं हैं. So do you think this emotional gap which is creating by the parents only, it's not created by anyone else,
Okay.
right? I feel like it is created by the society only.
Mhm.
What thought on you on this? Because as a male, I'm just asking, because
Yeah.
I'm sure you also gone through those of the moments where you want to cry, you want to scream like anything, but if I scream and if I cry, what
Yeah.
people say, है ना? But if you ask me, most of the girls have some childhood friend or a close friend or someone to whom they can go and share.
Mhm.
Whereas even males even have a childhood friend, even they don't go and tell them even.
Yeah.
Why why what is the difference, why this society is creating this? Because you are, and onto the NLP part also have shared it. So I want to give one some therapy or one some might be help to those males who are not
Okay.
getting this opportunity, कि जो रो
Mm.
नहीं सकते, चिल्ला नहीं सकते, but they can also, is NLP can help them to manage their emotions, so that if there is no shoulder for them, if there is no space to cry for them, if there is
Okay.
no space for scream for them,
Mhm.
how they manage their emotion with the NLP. Can you
Mm.
give me one something small thing which they can follow?
Sure. All right. I'll try my best. And before that, I let me share how I went through all this. Now, I lost my mother when I was at a very young age. I was just 9.5 years old when I lost my mother, and that too in a road accident right in front of my eyes. Um, when I was growing up as a kid, uh, we only had our father with us. Father definitely had to go out for work, and there was no shoulder for me particularly because my sister is younger to me, and for her, I was also always there. But as you said very correctly, men rarely have anyone or any shoulder to cry upon. So as the case with me was, I also didn't have anyone. My relationship, my father was like a very transactional because of course he had to go out for work to earn money to take care of us, and in his absence, whatever is happening, I have to manage on my own. So I also went through the same situations multiple times in my life, early childhood, teenage, even when I was growing up. Now, to answer to your question, how one can overcome this, um, self-talk is very important, Meenaji.
Hmm.
Uh, I still follow it because it is not like if I'm a life coach now, right? That then I never get a chance in my life that I do not want to cry. I still scream, I still cry, and I still, show my emotions.
Great. This is where you actually try to manage your emotions, because I also do the self
Ji,
talks with
ji.
myself so many times. So it's great.
True, true. Because it is very hard to find a person who will who will see the reality in your tears. Apart
Hmm.
from you, not even your life partner will understand that depth of your pain that you
Absolutely.
can.
Absolutely.
So
Without
even if,
judgment.
yeah,
Simply
ji,
without judgment. If
ji,
if I want to cry someone's shoulders, or if I want to scream inside in front of someone,
ji,
do the person actually without judgment
yeah.
can able to understand me is the real
Mm,
challenge.
ji, ji. So what
Correct.
I have done to overcome this, when I cried a lot, I stood in front of the mirror and I cried.
Wow.
I saw my own face crying. I saw my own tears coming out of my eyes. And I did a self-talk in front of a mirror to analyze, to identify that why this pain is there, or how long is it going to be? How do I come out of it? What I have to do to come out of it? And in what way is it actually helping me? I believe in one statement, Meenaji, which always gives me fuel. And that statement is that something that does not kill me makes me stronger.
Oh, great.
Always live on this principle.
Thank
So
you
when
so
I,
much for
when
the
I keep,
statements.
thank you.
I'm
When
sure
I
this
keep,
is one learning all the audience which are listening this on a live stream. I'm sure this is one of the learning. Not only me, many of the people will learn from you. So thank you for this statements. And this is not for only for the males. I'm not a gender bias. It is for the females also, because I am a person who never cry on somebody's shoulders or scream when I feel emotional. I also do the same. I cry in the bathrooms. My daughter also knew me very well. कि मम्मी को रोना है तो मम्मी went into the bathrooms and I cry alone.
G,
So
that's right.
because sometimes I also follow the same rule. Talk
Mm,
to myself and don't cry in the open. It's not like, again, sometimes we feel कि पता नहीं मेरे को वो जो इमोशंस है उसको वो कौन सामने वाला कैसा उसको जज करेगा. That's the main
mm,
thing.
G.
So now, to make this conversation little lighter,
Okay.
can we have a small rapid fire round?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to respond in a rapid fire manner or not, but I'll try my best.
Nothing else you need to do. मैं
Okay.
सिर्फ आपको एक वर्ड दूंगी और उसका आंसर भी आपको एक ही वर्ड या ज्यादा से ज्यादा दो वर्ड में दे देना.
Okay. Sure.
ठीक है. So
G.
the first one is dream.
Okay. Dream. Hmm. Marshall Goldsmith or Daniel Goleman?
Wow.
I dream of
Smile.
becoming.
Great. Smile.
Smile. Hmm. My son's smile. That
Wow.
inspires me every day.
Correct. Absolutely correct. Kids smiles always inspire. Is a great inspiration for all of us. Next is hope.
Hope. When you say this word hope, the face comes to my in my mind is my sister. She is a living example of hope.
Wow. Great. Money.
Money. Mm. There is abundance. Yeah.
And what about life?
Life is a journey. Keep living, keep learning, keep expanding your horizon, and keep making it larger.
Great. What about your thought on nature?
On
Nature.
nature, beauty of God that always has to be there.
And happiness.
Happiness, small moments.
Small moments. So we'll need to enjoy all the small moments whenever the happiness is occurs in our lives. Great. So I'm sure you also enjoyed it and something little bit, because ना क्या हो गया था, मुझे लगा कुछ ज्यादा ही हम चिली
Intense हो
वेदर
रहा
से हॉट वेदर में चले गए हैं.
है.
Let's make it again the warm weather.
Okay.
So I don't want to be on a more hot weather. I love the warm weather. So make it a
Indeed.
warm weather. So I thought let's have a small round of rapid fire round.
Yeah.
So then our next question comes to you.
Mhm.
When you choose coaching over comfort,
Okay.
what fear did you carry that time and how do you manage that and how you walk away actually?
Hmm. Okay. Well, Miraji, there has never been us an event or a scenario or a situation in my life that created fear in me, honestly, Miraji,
Okay,
because I have seen so dark sides of life that fear never took a place in my mind. And whether it is making a decision in my life or it is about anything, fear never took over energy. And I ensure that whenever I am making any decision, I'm just doing it and then making things work for me. So when I was transforming as a life coach, uh, I always refer to the experiences that shaped me, that can help me becoming a great coach. I never thought about fear. Yes, there were things I had to take care of because transitioning from a permanent job to a life coach who is going to be a solopreneur, building things on my own, definitely came with challenges. But fear never took over my mind.
Wow,
And
great.
I always looked at things from a perspective of what can I do? How will I be able to give my best? And I opted for it.
So when the transition happened from a permanent job, because when somebody say me ना वो 30 तारीख को एक वो notification आता है तो we feel happy that notification is a salary notification.
G,
Because I worked for 10 years as a freelancer, so that notification
yeah,
I don't care. मतलब, I
G.
never check my mobile salary आया कि नहीं आया
Hmm,
on a 28th. But yes, there many of the people say कि when you're taking transition from a permanent job to a solopreneur,
hmm,
it is not a easy journey. I do understand.
hmm,
I'm sure the emotions are totally different. Your expenses are there,
G.
still there, and your money in account is still whatever you have in your account is going with as you are trying to manage it.
Hmm,
How you manage that phase? Because there are many of the people who stuck in this 9 to 5 job,
hmm,
wanted to do something for themselves.
yeah,
This is not a lesson कि नौकरी छोड़ दो और सोलोप्reneur में आ जाओ.
hmm,
Where they can start and how they can help others also. Those are also into the 9 to 5 job. The one
okay.
question is, those are already nearing to the retirement or might be in a career break, like females do take the career break even because
Hmm,
of families. How you can matlab, what is your suggestion to them, how they can start their solopreneur journey also, and how they can start their uh, service journey, consulting journey, if I'm in a 9 to 5 job. So for
G.
9 to 5 job, I can start as a consultant or a coach.
Hmm.
For women on a career break or the people who are going to retire soon, how they can plan their solopreneur life in future. So if you can give some ideas with your experience, so it would be a great
G.
help.
Sure. Well, in my case, whatever I'm going to share, I'm definitely not going to suggest anything, but I'm going to share what and how did I manage it. Okay. So I also believe in being into the moment. When I say being into the moment, that means if I'm making a decision of becoming a solopreneur, running a family with two kids, wife, and a dependent father, I definitely have a lot of responsibilities. Yeah. So if I'm transitioning into my career, then I have to be in that moment to ensure that I give my best to that moment. Okay. And when I say to give my best to that moment, that means I cannot be just stick to my decision that I am a life coach, so I will only do this, right? And my children, my better half, my father, the whole house who is dependent upon me will suffer. Okay?
Hmm.
So along with coaching, I definitely impart training programs for corporate to ensure that I not on 28th or 30th of every month, but I still get something in my account
Correct.
because life coaching, building a business, and getting regular clients is again a journey itself, right?
Hmm.
It takes time, especially nowadays in the online world where
Correct.
everything is online. When I started 3.5 years ago as a life coach, things were not that much, I would say, on the social media. It started happening after the COVID. Okay? Because when I started getting leads and clients through my network.
Hmm.
offline. But nowadays, especially in the last 2 years, it is absolutely changed. The
Changed.
dynamics are changed. So when I recommend this being into the moment, that means one has to keep things in mind. Of course, be passionate about what we want to do. Same time, uh, let's not emotionally be driven or emotionally be struggling by something which is creating trouble for others because of you. Okay. So in that case, if I get a project where I am getting some money along with doing my life coaching stuff, why not? I'm happy to do that. Yeah.
So multiple
Somebody,
income stream.
gee, that's right. Multiple income stream. That is one thing one can look at. Or if somebody has, so there is no set rule, Meenaji. I'm sure you understand it very well.
Correct.
There's no set rule. We all come with different backgrounds, right? Somebody might have a lot of money in the bank account, so that 1 year can be spent well, and that 1 year can be dedicatedly given to such thing. Somebody comes with a background where things have to go hand in hand. So accordingly, one has to make a decision and has to ensure what to pick, what not to pick at what. So, for an
Correct.
example, if I do not have a life coaching client, say for 2 weeks, am I not doing anything? Not at all. I have to figure out something that will keep managing the stuff at my end.
So I'm just connecting to this for all the audience. The what
Ji,
Dipanshu says, I always believe, even if you ask me, all the famous personality, be it Amitabh Bachchan, be it Shah Rukh Khan, be it Amir Khan, be it
mhm,
Kapil Sharma, they don't have a one business. They're not earning from the one income. They also
ji,
have a multiple stream income. And
okay,
those are only on a one income and a multiple EMIs, they are only struggling. And there are many of the examples in the industry, even if you
okay,
go and see, there are many of the example who once a time a very famous actor and all, and after that they have not started something other. When they are out from that industry, they are living, managing the expenses of a daily life was really a big problem for them.
yeah, yeah,
So I always give the example of this.
mhm,
Be it a Mukesh Ambani, Anil Ambani, Amitabh Bachchan, who all are the famous personality. Even the
ji,
cricketers, sports persons, famous personality. If you see, they are doing a multiple streams of income. Why they are doing? Because they know if one business is not working, I cannot sit idle. I need to manage my expenses. So
ji, ji,
let's grow together. So that's why they have. And the right suggestion to from your side also. If I don't have a coaching client, it does not mean I sit idle. I need to have to something to. So I need to have a multiple passives income or on other sides of a projects also. So
ji,
if you're looking for something, if somebody is looking to start something, so this is the one suggestion which we can give. Don't rely on a one thing, make it a multiple streams of income.
ji,
Great.
ji. And may I just add one more thing before we
Sure,
move on to the next one?
sure.
How does it come? What is that another thing which one can look at? This is also a question because not everyone is aware, okay, what is next for me if I'm not
Correct.
getting money from this? So that is why identifying our potential and our expertise is very important. We definitely can have one biggest competency in us. And the second time, we can also identify what are the secondary competencies in us, on basis of which people look up to us, people are willing to take our services or our help, and we can make up money out of it. So
Correct.
as I give my example, I have done business development sales, and that is also one of my secondary area of revenue. I transitioned as a trainer in 2014 onwards. That is also one more
Also,
area of me,
correct.
to
Absolutely.
G
So
G.
great.
So
Thank you for adding this point. So yes,
sure.
you're saying something.
Thank you. No, that is it. So one has to have these two, three areas in hand.
Great. So now the next question is from your coaching journey.
Okay.
When was the first time you felt, yes, I'm finally living my purpose? That too in a coaching.
Wow. Wonderful. And the moment you asked me, it took me to 2021,
Oh,
22, both the years. That was the time, Binaji, I was working for a corporate. I was managing their learning and development. And people knew that I have also done a certification in life coaching, and those people were my colleagues.
okay.
And when a colleague is coming to you, asking you and seeking your support, saying that I want to be coached from you, I am going through this. What else would you need in that moment? Yeah.
Right. Correct.
So those were the times I actually, felt, I mean, I cannot give words to that experience. Um, two colleagues of mine, one was junior to me. They all came to me and said that that is what, we are going through and we need your help.
Great. And that time you feel like, yes. Well,
जी, जी,
that's the
जी,
happiness and the abundance
जी,
as a coach we feel
जी.
whenever
That's
these
right.
incidents happens. Correct.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we are just 10 minutes away from our closing time,
sure.
right? So I just want you to share one life lesson and
Okay.
one suggestion from your life learnings who are struggling, might be in some area of their life, might be professionally, moreover professionally, one.
Mhm,
And the second is, as you're helping uh, working professionals interview ready,
mhm, mhm. Okay.
right?
Mhm,
So two
mhm.
things, two
Yeah.
learnings which you can leave for your audience. One,
Okay.
professionals who are looking for the job and want to get ready for the interview,
Okay.
and the one of the person who is just struggling as a coach, one suggestion for them.
Wow. Okay. Uh, well, giving a suggestion, I would like to skip because why am I saying this? We all come with different lives and different
Correct.
experiences. I
Exactly.
sitting here giving a suggestion to all the audiences or to anybody who is listening to us or who may listen to us going forward. I don't think so I'll be able to justify that.
Okay.
But I would say that clarity is very important, Minaji. Um, Either you have it yourself or you figure out somebody who can bring clarity to you.
Hmm.
What has happened with me throughout the years? If I didn't have clarity at any point in time, then there were people who brought clarity to me and helped me. Okay. So that means one has to be really open enough for the feedback,
Hmm.
right?
Correct.
Because not every time feedback will come in form of uh, a positive dialogue. Many do not know how to give feedback. They will
Correct.
they will come and maybe criticize you, right? It is up to you that how are you looking at things, and are you getting just uh, you know feeling bad about those experiences, or you are still analyzing and figuring out that if something is coming to me, then what is it telling me? Because I did it a lot. So whenever any criticism came to me, I took it as a feedback and analyzed that why it is coming to me. What is that which I'm not able to look at? Okay? And then accordingly, I shaped my decisions and moved ahead. So
Okay.
that is one thing I would say that clarity is very important. Either you have it yourself. In fact, most of the times you will have it yourself. People will come and share things with you with the limited knowledge they will have about you. It is up to you how are you looking at things when it is coming from others,
Correct.
okay? And then analyzing things. So analysis is very important. That is why self-talk is an important aspect of life.
That's what I was just going to tell, say. That's where the self-talk help, I am sure. Okay, if
Ji,
you need a clarity and if you want to analyze yourself, so do the self-talk. Great.
ji.
And the second question is for the professionals who are looking for a job
Okay, but they are
but
not able to get that.
crack the interview.
Crack the interview. Ji.
Even I'm telling you one thing, my husband never
Hmm.
have gone through with any of the interview in his life. He worked only
Okay,
three companies,
okay,
right? And all with the reference. He
okay.
has so much of a scare of a interview.
Hmm.
Whenever my daughter even and me even is going for the interview, so we always say कोई reference हो जाए ना तो उससे चले जाना यार interview ना it's like they grill you like anything, and he knew everything but still he has a fear of an interview. Matlab, still if somebody asks them na कि let's
Ji,
sit and talk with me and they come and I want to know about you, he's not able to because he has seen interview as a fear. Matlab,
ji,
sitting in an interview is a fear for him. For me and for my daughters, it's an experience. So if I'm able to crack, it's okay. If I'm not able to crack, so what went good and what went wrong, where I need to improve. For me, it is like this. And for
ji,
my daughters also, it is like this only.
ji.
But he is scared of, and then I am sure many of the people who scared of interview, and many of the people feel like "Nahi, I'm the capable of for this position, but somehow I'm not able to crack that interview."
Ji.
So
Well, yeah. So
so
what is my response
so
on this?
yes, I just want to respond on this only because I just want to
Absolutely.
share your story. But at the end of this episode, after
Ji,
that, I just share the recording to my husband. So the interview is not for the fear. So don't worry. Whenever is coming to you, if somebody asking you to, don't give your live answer. Whatever is coming in your mind. So I just want to share with him this also.
yeah, yeah. So, Meera you already answered your question yourself. However, I will just collect everything together and put it across to you and everybody. So, you named and you labeled it as fear. Absolute. For, in fact, mid-career professionals whom I coach, interview is a taboo, right? It is a ghost, right? A skilled person, believe me, coming with 15 years, 18 years of experience, a lot of knowledge and expertise. But the moment the person is hitting the interview, something or the other is getting off, right? So why? Because of fear. So
Hmm.
my recommendation is, as I said, you already answered it. Take it as a conversation,
Hmm.
right? And how one can take it as a conversation when one is ready to listen and understand.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because if I'm appearing as a candidate and I have this fear in my mind, I will never be able to listen and understand what the interviewer is expecting from as a response. But the moment one changes the mindset and it starts taking the interviews as conversations, okay, that is how one can lead towards building authority during the conversations. But there is one one point to be noted. When people have only one opportunity, okay, and this has happened with me, which can take their career to the next level, this is absolutely natural that one will develop anxiety and fear, okay?
Hmm.
Because this is the only chance. And it, as I said, it has happened with me. Some years ago, there was an interview. More than me, my wife was expecting a positive result. And believe me, she had planned the next 2, 3 years coming in our life.
Hmm.
Now you understand the level of expectation. Okay. And what happened with me during that interview? I failed, Meenaji. Why? Because of that pressure in my mind. Okay,
Hmm.
that this thought in my mind that on basis of this interview, my entire career, my years coming ahead are dependent. So I have to make it.
Hmm.
This this thought, just spoiled everything during the interview. Can you believe I cleared 3 rounds, and
Oh.
in the final round with the director, I failed. I shared the result with my wife after a month. I was not even able to share with her that I could not make it.
Hmm.
Why? Because I knew that more than me, she was expecting a lot. She had dreamt of this is how we will live. This is what we'll plan. She had even planned the vacations. Understand the level of pressure I had on. So
Correct.
anyone who is appearing for an interview, whose family, whose future is dependent upon that interview, this is very, very natural, Meenaji. Okay, that is why it is important. So at that point in time, one cannot think that, okay, if this does not work out, I'll see it in the next one. No, it is only one time opportunity. Okay, but still, how one can still perform better in that interview is, you know, practice is one thing. So one has to be clear in terms of the values. So that is why even I talk about a lot on social media value alignment with the role.
Hmm. Hmm.
If I'm aligned with the role I'm applying for, I will definitely bring that unique proposition to the interviewers. Why?
Hmm.
Because I am personally connected with the role I'm applying for. Okay. I am aligned. I am visualizing how I'll be working in that role. And all these thoughts have given me so much of clarity about it that no matter what question the interviewer is asking, my values are aligned to that role. Okay, so whatever I'm going to share, I'll be sharing it from the core of me. When I'm
Hmm.
sharing things from the core of me, I'm confident. I'm sounding authoritative. I'm sounding confident. I'm sounding as an expert, right? So, so value alignment is one thing. When there is a job role which you think that can build your career, your family is dependent upon it. It can be a great salary hike. It can be a role which is aligned to you. So make sure that you do value alignment before appearing in the interview. Make sure you you identify and jot down some of the great experiences of your life, professional life I'm talking about, where you brought breakthroughs.
Hmm.
Create your stories around them. Do not
Hmm.
just speak and say that this is what I did, this is what I brought. No, create some stories around it. Before sharing exactly what you did, create a story around it. Share that, this reminds me of this. Yeah, so things like
Hmm.
this, storytelling, especially at mid-career, very, very important. Why? Because everyone is gaining expertise, but the one who is able to connect the processes, connect the people who the person is going to work with is the one who, grabs it.
So you reminded me a storytelling part. So storytelling is a great art, I can say.
Yeah.
And from the childhood, I'm very much there with my grandmother in my childhood, and I learned so many and listened so many of stories from her. So that's why the little bit storyteller inside me also. So, but I
Okay.
have never used this technique, and I'm sure if someone is achieving something in their life, in a professional life, if they put together all the achievement as a story, okay, yes, I achieved this, and this is what happened. From there, it is started, and now I done this differently, and that's why I achieved this. I'm
Yeah.
sure this will help, but because now from the same company from the 9 years, and after that few years get retiring, so I'm not going to appear for the interview now. But yes, I can share people also, and here you also sharing is
Mm.
how you can present your experience as in a story.
G.
because
So two
story
things, value alignment and
and the
storytelling.
stories. So value
But
alignment and the
here
storytelling.
also,
Hmm.
G, here also, I'll not take much time. Here also, the introverts will come and say that, but I am shy. I cannot speak in front of people because I know I when I coach people, a lot of them are introverts, and
Ah, correct.
they just share this challenge that no, this is not my cup of tea. I cannot do that. It's okay, you are an introvert, but there is also again a way out. We will discuss it sometime later. We are already
Correct,
two
correct.
minutes
Surely,
over our
surely,
time, but
sure.
yeah, there are ways to come out of that as well.
So we have learned so many things from you. One is your life experience and मतलब the life which मतलब अभी तक तो हमें पता नहीं था that 2.5 months of a story. Then how you break through, how you felt like, and how you came out from that scenario and become a not only a person but yes handled a team even मतलब even after managers का कितना भी
जी
क्यों क्यों ना abusive language हो but you
जी
ensure what I have gone through my team never be.
जी
The third thing is this reminded me कि if somebody wanted to do something, so having a multiple stream of income is very much important in their life to make life easy. If you're thinking to leave the job and doing something, so create something for yourself first. And for that, the clarity is important, what you said.
जी जी
If you have a clarity and a self talk is one of the key learning we had today. So self talk and clarity, value, and along with that the storytelling, so one can change. Yes, definitely. As the path is there, you need to walk on.
जी
So thank you so much, Dipanshu ji, the sharing of your the stories जो हमें नहीं पता थी, and many of the people who are listening this podcast or talk show, who are going to listen this talk show, I'm sure with these learnings they will definitely get something. Might be somebody is going through with this and can get the clarity, or I can say when somebody is listening this, or might be in future if you need any help and you are going to appear for an interview and you are feeling like I'm scared, I'm fear, there are fear and anxiety inside you when you're appearing for the interview, please connect to the Panshu sir. He is very much available on LinkedIn. You just type Deepanshu Lohia, you will get Deepanshu Lohia at FB also and on a LinkedIn also. So you can directly connect to him. No worries at all. And if you wanted me to share the number, I can. So no worries at all. So somebody is looking for a life coaching and get interview ready. So please do reach to the Panshuji. He is what the experience he has. He has gone through with these things, and he's also helping. And I'm sure this interview, what I have learned from you is one thing is whenever somebody is giving you the feedback, go and ask yourself why this feedback is for you and
जी
analyze it.
जी
And sometimes we analyze, but still try to break that thought in your mind कि नहीं something good is happening for me. So thank you so much for coming on this show and joining this show and accepting my request. And thank you for the all the audience who are watching this talk show. If anything you want to add, any audience, you can share in your chat boxes on LinkedIn page. You can share your comments. We will surely, once we see the all the comments, we will surely respond on that replies, because respond and react is also one of the learning I have. I have learned from you. So thank you so much. I don't react, I respond.
ये मेरा सौभाग्य है मीरा जी आपने मुझे इनवाइट किया इस टॉक शो में and I could share some of the best parts of my life. And thank you so much for this platform, for calling me, taking out time for me. And I will always remember this 1 hour with you and look
Thank
forward
you.
to uh, have a great time. on social media as well as offline. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for your family also, who has given you 1 hour to spend for this talk show. To say thank you from my side too. And I'm really
Sure, sure.
share my gratitude to them. Ki yes, they have given the 1 hours to you. Yes, go and be on the talk show. So thank you so much for the family also. So thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.